Yes, hello. Hello, everyone. It's the GameCola podcast, hour 10 of our 10-hour podcast.
10.
Yes, we've survived
Jetty,
this long.
I cannot believe you've been doing this for 10 hours, Jetty.
Neither can I. It doesn't feel like it's been 10 hours.
That's what I was saying, like, why I like your laugh, because it's consistent. Like, if I'd been doing this for 10 hours, I would be fake laughing my ass off. But you've been, like, genuinely laughing for 10 hours. It's good.
Yes,
good
well,
work.
Thank you. I've been enjoying doing the podcast for 10 hours.
It's easy to laugh at Paul, too, so... You know.
Yes.
Oh, here we go again. So who do we have for this, the final hour, Jetty?
The final hour of the 10-hour podcast. We have, what order did I say, everyone? And they got changed around when you added Paul. Okay, let's go with Jillian Dingwall, Matt Jonas, Michael Ridgaway, and fake Paul Franzen.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jillian. I do game reviews, and I've been with GameCola for a year and a bit.
It's me, right?
Yes.
Me?
Matt Jonas, yes.
I'm Matt Jonas. You've heard from me twice already this evening. This is my third time. I write for GameCola, although not as much as I should be. But it's fun.
Yes, you only write everything for GameCola.
Yeah, only everything.
I'm Mike Ridgaway. I used to do Quantum Geek and more of the podcast, and now I just sort of show up when they want someone to be angry about something. So, and this is the second time you've heard me on here.
And this is Paul Franzen, GameCola's editor-in-chief. This is fourth, fifth time, one of those numbers.
And I'm Jetty. This is the 10th time you've heard from me today.
Oh my God.
Oh, this guy again.
Everyone who's on the podcast right now, if someone has the feed open, mute it. We're getting an echo from somebody.
I think it's Jillian.
Jillian.
Mine's is totally not on. Is
No?
it? I don't know. No, it's not.
Well,
It's not me.
Do you have speakers and a microphone?
What? Yeah.
I think it's coming through your speakers and into your microphone and back out.
Yeah, the speakers might be too close, a little too close to the mic.
No, I don't have it on. I don't have the sound on.
So how are you hearing us?
I'm doing it through my phone.
Oh, right.
Technology!
Whoa, I forgot about that.
So yes, probably not her. And I'm on headphones.
I have headphones.
Is it me?
If you're doing it on iPhone, then it could be Jillian. Because I remember on the podcasts I did on my iPhone, well, on my iPod Touch, that the sound bleeded through a little bit.
Okay, let me switch everything off.
Ooh.
And the last hour is off to a great start.
Yeah, okay, like, it's off. So if it happens now, it's not me.
Okay.
We're good. Yeah. Video games.
So,
Yes, video games. Do people on
Has
GameCola...
anyone here ever played a video game?
those are for nerds.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever played a video game before.
A long time ago.
Video game. That you mean like Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Well, it's sort of like that, except instead of it all being in your head, it is projected onto a television screen.
No, you're not serious. Such a thing exists?
It's pretty fantastic. Like, you hold a little plastic controller in your hands, and you get to manipulate a little person who's walking on the screen.
Sounds lame.
That's insane.
Wow.
It's a relatively new development, but I thought we could talk about it a little today.
Why would you do that when you could just like play outside or something?
I know.
Well, it's raining right now.
Oh, but yes, we have fun. So, man, I keep hearing the echo.
I hear the echo too.
Echo.
And I still blame it. I blame it on Jillian because of technical reasons. Whenever I hear the echo, she lights up.
Really?
You're just picking on Jillian now.
I'm
Ooh.
sorry.
You know what? Oh, you know when I did it earlier, when I was on earlier, there was no echo, and I was doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, so I don't know. Did you turn your volume up on your phone?
Yeah, okay, you know what? It is me.
Is it?
Okay, it's because, right, let me explain. Because my phone only gets signal in one tiny spot on my desk. So I have to put it on speakerphone, otherwise I have to kind of lie down on the counter. So let me just lie down on the counter, and then I'll turn my speakerphone off. And if anyone comes in
Yes.
the room, I'm just tell them I'm not.
Jillian, is it true that you're out to sea right now? You're on a rig of some kind?
I'm on a rig, yes, but not on the sea. I'm on land.
Oh, you're on land. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
A land rig.
Yeah, that's what they're.
I'm genuinely curious. What is this land rig that you are on? That is how I will refer to it from here on out. The land rig.
The land rig. What is it?
Yeah,
like-
What isn't it?
Hold on, right? Let me switch my.
If this is something Jillian is allowed to talk about, we don't have to push.
No, it's fine. No one cares. Hold on, earpiece.
Oh no. We lost Jillian.
She said she was putting an earpiece in, didn't she?
Yeah, but that shouldn't have dropped her. Can I add her back somehow? Oh, there she goes.
Oh. She must have moved off that one spot in the counter, says Maple Shade Chris.
Either that or someone walked in.
Yes. Yeah, she did tell us, this might have been before the recording started, that if her boss walked in, she was going to turn the phone off immediately.
Yeah. But I was interested to hear about this land rig.
Well, maybe we'll be hearing from her later.
Yes.
Or in a few minutes if she comes back.
So what were we talking about?
The mysterious medium of video games, I believe.
Yeah.
So what topics are left? What have we not talked about in the past 9 hours? Is there anything?
Quantum physics.
What was that?
That was my phone.
Yikes.
Apparently my mother does not realize we are currently live on the air. Okay, video games. What are the best games from the past 10 years?
Best games from the last 10 years.
To celebrate GameCola's 10-year anniversary.
Front Mission 4. Oh.
I should perhaps silence my phone.
I've
Hello,
reviewed,
everyone, and welcome to the GameCola podcast.
Yes.
I've reviewed a few games I thought were pretty good that came out in the last 10 years.
Jillian. Whoa.
Hey.
Sorry. Jillian, you can't tell, but your phone... it sort of stretched out and robotified your hey.
It's like you're using auto-tune.
Yeah. It was cool. How are you? Did someone walk in? No? Are you getting disconnected again?
Sorry, it shouldn't be this funny.
Oh. Dropped again. Matt Jonas, what were you saying?
I've reviewed a few games in the last 10 years that I thought were good, like reviewed on GameCola.
Okay.
Definitely Nier, which I reviewed, I think it was last year. That game is amazing. I haven't reviewed this for GameCola yet, but Dogs Life for PS2. Did anybody play that?
I keep thinking about picking it up, but I haven't yet.
What game is this?
Dogs Life for PS2. You play as a dog.
I have not played that.
But the selling point is that you can walk around and do dog things. So you can walk into the butcher's and just shit on his floor. And then you can pick it up in your mouth as the dog and you can throw it at him.
Classic.
Wow.
It's a really good game.
There's a certain water closet aspect to this game, it sounds like.
Yeah, a little bit. You can walk up to sheep and piss on them.
I will say, I have a dog, so that's just well, I mean, I get that anyway. So she's better trained than, to walk into a butcher's shop and pee on the floor. She'd just try to eat everything, but, yeah.
So are you saying that A Dog's Life is one of the best games of the past 10 years?
Yeah, definitely. I picked it up from a charity shop. I think that's what you call a thrift store.
Okay.
Or a Goodwill or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called.
Goodwill is a kind of a brand of thrift stores.
Yeah. Well, I picked it up from a charity shop, not knowing what to expect, and I put it in the PS3, started playing it. Graphical glitches, sound screw-ups because it wasn't running properly. Everything was going wrong. It was so much fun, so I just recorded my whole playthrough then from start to finish and
cool.
did a video review, but it's one of my worst video reviews I've ever done.
I think this maybe Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, but
yes,
that Lifeline game, when did that come out?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that came out in the GameCola era the past 10 years. I think that's correct. You're saying that Lifeline is also one of the best games the past decade.
I guess best in not best, but it is certainly hits a pinnacle of terrible games. It is like the perfect storm of poop.
Yes, it came out in March 2004 in the U.S., so, yep.
Yeah, is anyone else here familiar with that? Because we talk about it, comes up every so often.
I know about it because of Paul's explanation of it.
Yes.
That's one of the best games of all time. I mean, I agree with your assessment that this is one of the greatest games of the past decade, absolutely.
It is a game where it is controlled solely by voice. And it's a PlayStation 2 game, if I'm not mistaken. And it comes with a special microphone attachment that you plug into the PS2. And there's this woman on it's a space station or something, I think.
I thought it was like a space hotel.
It is a space hotel.
Something. Told you.
Oh yeah, big difference. And there's an attack by monsters, and you have to guide this woman out, I guess, to safety. And she won't do anything unless you tell her, walk, pick that up, don't get eaten by the giant monster.
Even if you tell her, she doesn't do it.
Yeah, there's that too. And then you get frustrated and start cursing at her. What exactly does she say, Paul? It's something like,
oh, I don't see. I had a much stronger relationship with her than I think you did. I didn't have to break down a curse at her all that often. I was
really?
I actually have beaten this game. I swear, I am not lying. And I mean, in the second half of the game, or maybe the last third of the game, it was working a lot better. I don't know. I don't think the software is adapting to my voice, but I think I was getting better at saying the correct word and the correct intonation that she knew what I was saying. So I actually didn't have as much trouble with it toward the end, and I didn't have as many situations where I'd be saying, I'd be almost out of health, and I'd say heal, heal, and she would be run forward to the monster. All right, sure. That happened frequently in the beginning.
Yes, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's up there, I think. Just in terms of how bad you can actually get.
I believe the sleepover podcast we did was almost the Lifeline podcast until it had turned out that I had left Lifeline at home.
True. Yeah, that sounds about right. What else have we had over the past 10 years? Well, there was Portal.
Mm-hmm. Portal,
of course. But I mean, yeah, and what else? What can we say about those that haven't been said?
You mean that tech demo?
Yes, Matt Jonas is not a big fan of Portal.
No, it's okay. It's just the jokes were force-fed to me, before I even got a chance to play the game.
I've known people that's happened to with various media, so I can understand what happened there.
But Portal 2 is so much better as a game anyway, in terms of actually offering game content.
Let's see. There was Half-Life 2, and then nothing else as far. Well, then there was Half-Life Episode 1, and then Half-Life Episode 2, and apparently Valve can only count to 2. I think that's the big.
Now you see, I didn't necessarily hate Half-Life 2, but for me, I don't understand why everybody colloquially loves it. But it isn't bad. It isn't a bad game. I definitely say it's definitely a technical achievement for the last 10 years.
Well, I mean, and a lot of almost every first-person shooter you've seen after it,
exactly
copied so much.
And that engine, the Source engine built for Half-Life 2, Valve are still using it for brand new games.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you an idea of just how technically advanced that was when it came out.
Right.
So yeah, I'll give you that, Half-Life 2, yeah.
I'm just looking at the list. I have a master list of every game that's won an award in our year-end awards. So just looking at the games of the year list, we've had Kingdom Hearts, Wind Waker, Resident Evil 4, BioShock, Little Big Planet, Arkham Asylum, Dot Hack / Quarantine, Lego Star Wars. Phoenix Wright came out in the past 10 years also.
That's true.
No?
It's been an interest. How long have I been here, Paul? How long have I been writing for you? 2007-ish, maybe?
I think around there, yeah. And you and Vince, you both joined around the same time, right?
Yeah, because she started working with Matt Gardner.
Yes.
So.
No, I think I remember emailing you about joining the site while I was still working on the site with my company. So that probably would have been 07, 08, around that time frame.
Right. And trying to think of all the things.
I think this topic's going nowhere. Who else has a topic?
Yeah.
I want to hear more of Matt Jonas with his British person impression.
Why would you want that?
But I don't know. We're already 20 minutes into the last hour. How is this possible?
Is there a sentence you want me to read in my fake British voice?
I'd have to Oh, what would be good?
How about the cake is a lie?
I do believe, fine gentlemen, that the cake is a myth.
Yikes.
I would just like to point out that someone in our chat room says that they are suddenly getting super sleepy listening to us.
You guys.
Quick, make me angry. That always works well.
Yeah, Indiana Jones 4. I didn't like Earthbound very much.
Why? Why do you have to remind me of that awful movie?
Fallout 3's ending.
Well, we did that already.
Did you want to talk more about Zelda? We kind of cut you off at the end of your hour before.
It's true.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like Wind Waker's ending?
Yeah,
or
you just wouldn't stop talking about it, and I had to cut you off.
Well, I was talking about Fallout.
Is that what we were talking about?
No, after that.
After Fallout? No, I thought we were talking about Zelda, then Fallout. I mean, I can talk about Zelda. I can talk about Zelda all damn day.
Tell us about this Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
Actually, you know what I really...
Zelda with its
despised
sword that
Wind
shoots...
Waker.
Oh, sorry.
I really despised Wind Waker at first. And I've since come around, but I was ticked off that there wasn't more dungeons. And I was... The whole thing about Hyrule being drowned and gone, like, just blew my mind. And I was like, but no, that means Link would have lost at some point, and I always beat Ganon. And so that was weird. And I guess looking back, and now there are other things I can appreciate about the game now that I'm not, like, deep in the throes of, oh my god, this is the last Zelda game I played was Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. This is going to be the exact same thing. You know, there are things about it I can appreciate. I mean, the boat play was done really well, though. I think I prefer it in Phantom Hourglass, where it's just smaller. You know, you still get around by boat, but there's less open space. I can appreciate the storyline. I know they did work a lot of the Zelda mythos into the game. What else?
Would you say that the Zelda franchise has gone kind of downhill in the past 10 years?
Hold on, the last 10 years, or...
In some ways, yes, but at the same
20?
time, I think Skyward Sword is amazing.
Really?
I really love Skyward Sword. It is the first Zelda in a while that's actually been a very good challenge to me. Like the game is hard for me. You know, I've died like Wind Waker. I didn't die once in my playthrough of Wind Waker. I never lost more than like 3 or 4 hearts. It was pretty easy. But I really like the new motion controls with having to lift your shield. I really liked having to lift your shield to block, and having like to actually keep doing it. I really I liked the flying around through the sky. I thought they had just enough of that so that it was, you know, it really felt cool when you were doing it. But
Oh, you guys still there?
you know,
People are breaking up.
uh-oh.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
People are just getting bored of me talking about Zelda.
Yeah, you cut out for like a couple seconds.
Did I?
Yes, but now
Yeah,
you're back
okay.
in full force.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I thought of something else that would make you mad. Metroid Other M.
Oh, Metroid Other M. Why?
We haven't talked about that at all yet.
I want a new Metroid game. Like, I want a 2D side-scrolling Metroid game on, like, the 3DS just to wash that taste of Other M out of my mouth. I mean, give me, like, Metroid Fusion or, you know, Zero Mission. Give me one of those, and, like, I'll call us even, Nintendo, because I'm still upset.
I think there were people on the podcast earlier talking about how Metroid Other M was pretty solid proof that the lead character of the game, Metroid, really needs a solid man in her life.
What?
I'm really worried about Other M because I've got it to play through. I haven't played through it yet.
It's alright. The mechanics are solid. It's
Every man needs another good male role model, so of course Metroid needs a male role model.
Oh yeah, true. Metroid needs what's his name, Dr. Adam or something?
What?
He was the computer in Metroid Fusion.
well, yeah, he's in that. Other M has that Adam guy in there.
But he's like, oi, Metroid, you're not very good at being a man. I'm going to be a much better man. Isn't that how it goes?
I will smack you in your British mouth, man, Jonas.
That's how it was in the Let's Play I watched. I didn't play it, but
Isn't there like a little like furry thing that cries in that
I
game?
think that was actually Metroid.
Oh.
Oh God! All right. Do you want me to spoil it? Because I will spoil it to set you all right.
Does Metroid die in the end?
I hate
This
you
is
all
really
so
this is like the poke Mike Ridgaway and make him explode cast. I'm enjoying this.
Most people do.
Oh,
So-
we love you, Mike.
The little furry thing is Ridley.
Really?
And then
Wow.
Samus freaks out when she sees. Like, it's like it's like baby Ridley. And then
Wait,
like
who's
he throughout the game he like metamorphosizes into big ass Ridley. At which point Samus freaks the hell out because it's not like she's killed him at least twice before. It's like, oh my God, Ridley, you killed my parents. Oh my God, I gotta deactivate my suit for some reason. And then she does. And it's just like, why? Why, Samus, are you freaking out? I mean,
Okay. I'm confused. Who's Samus? I thought the main character of Metroid was Metroid.
I was trying to figure that out too. I couldn't really piece that together. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
I hate you all so much.
Yes, I mean, Metroid is a really cool guy.
Metroid bombs the donga and doesn't afraid of anything.
You're turning quite
Using,
robot-like.
Jillian.
He's got like the rope.
It was quite hilarious.
I would like to take this moment to point out that the chat room has regressed into playing Hangman while listening to us.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually listening to us. And somehow, by just having a couple E's, Sax Dude managed to get the game of the year.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
actually,
I was watching that.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go to the chat room right now.
Oh.
I would like someone in the chat room to tell us what they want us to talk about, and we will do it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going there, Jetty.
Yikes. Are you sure we can't just talk about Zelda? I mean, he's a cool guy, too.
Zelda's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's got that sword that shoots lightning or whatever. Laser bolt.
I remember that great bit from, what is it, Zelda 2, where he's going around with Guonam on a magic flying carpet. That was great. And he was all like, what are all these heads? It was such a good game.
Yes. Hold on.
Are you high? I mean, there's trolling Mike Ridgaway. And then there's just, wow. I mean, it's like, okay. I mean, even in my trolliest troll states, like, I couldn't even come up with that.
Okay, I think Sack Dude wants us to talk a little about Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus, anyone?
I've been playing Uprising.
Oh, really? Talk about it, please.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's, it actually looks and feels a lot like Super Smash Brothers. I guess it doesn't really feel like it, but, yeah, they have a ton of levels that they're all split up between, a ton of, I guess, chapters. They're split up between the flying part where it's like like a rail shooter, and then there's the sort of third person actiony parts. It's actually a really funny game. It's completely voiced, and like you have people talking to you throughout the levels, various gods and entities, and Pit talks back. And there's a lot of meta humor as well. And I don't know, it's very, it's clever. I haven't really done the multiplayer thing yet. I only just beat the main story, which is actually pretty long, and actually the game's a decent challenge to it. The real criticism I've heard, which I can understand, is that the controls get a little weird because you control with basically one hand and the stylus. Yeah, it can get a little old. You kind of end up developing a claw while you play the game, and so your hand can get a little
did your copy
stiff.
come with like a stand to play it on?
Yes, it did. It did. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, really?
I've been fine otherwise. So I haven't really felt the need to bust that out. I haven't tried the multiplayer, but that looks really good. They have the thing that does remind me. So the game like looks a lot like Smash Brothers, and the other thing that really reminds me of it is that they have basically these series of challenges you can do that are set up on a grid that underneath is like a picture. And as you beat the challenges, you unlock other things in the game, and you unlock parts of this picture. But it'll be like beat such and such boss with this weapon, or clear this stage in this amount of time, or perform 500 dodges, etc., etc. And the weapon system's really good. You can constantly be crafting and building new weapons. They also make a lot of references to 8-bit Kid Icarus too.
That's something I was wondering about. Because I remember wasn't the game mechanics were built before they decided to make a Kid Icarus game? I think we said that before on the podcast. I'm not sure if knew if that was true or not. I don't know. I thought I read somewhere that it was not originally a Kid Icarus game. Like they wanted to make this 3D shooting game where you flew around for the 3DS, and then someone was like, "Hey, that sounds like Kid Icarus."
Sort of like Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yes, but it's also possible that I made that up. I'm not a trustworthy.
Well, either way, it is it's a very fun game. I like it a lot. And hell, there are Metroids in the game. Screw you guys. I mean the little creatures, not Samus Aran. And there's actually a little part where Pit has things like, and those, what they call them, like Tocrados or something like that. It's like, those Tocrados look like Metroids. Pit, I don't know what you're talking about there. Says the goddess. Like, no, they totally look like Metroids from la 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 la. I can't hear you. So, funny little part. I enjoyed it.
So does he say, does he put the phrase Icus at the end of every sentence like he did in Captain N?
Oh God! Why do you have to remind me of that? I went back and I watched a clip of that a few years back, and there's Mega Man sounding like Harvey Keitel saying Mega before and after everything, and I'm just like, what? I used to freaking love this show as a kid, and oh my God! I mean, I still like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I will still watch that. I think it's freaking hilarious. But, oh God, Captain N, the Game Master, just makes me want to murder things.
There was another... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I forgot about that Ickes thing. That's really bad.
There was another discussion topic posted in the chat room from Jillian. Okay, what would be your death row game? Night before you're going to die, prison guards let you play one game for 12 hours. What would it be?
I was going to say, can I play like a game that never ends?
No, it says specifically 12 hours.
I play WoW forever. 12 hours.
I like Chris's response in the chat room. Escape from Death Row, the game. Learn.
Now Paul is being a robot.
What?
Oh,
what
about roboted?
Paul, are you back?
Back? I was never gone.
Oh, you kind of...
I was answering, damn it.
Matt Jonas, what would your death row game be?
I'm going to be totally boring and just say Nier again, which is a game that I reviewed for GameCola. Nier is just such an amazing RPG, and you can beat it in about 12 hours or even less if you're just playing through for the story. It's such a good game. And
actually, Matt, there was something... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's got all these themes about life, death, the future, and all this, and is it right to kill people and stuff like that. And it'd be great to fill myself with such horrible, saddening thoughts in my final 12 hours. Nier, N-I-E-R, Maple Shade, Chris.
I just wanted to say, Matt Jonas, that your review of Nier has indirectly influenced Lizzo's dissertation, because I read your review and I decided I immediately had to play the game, and then I found some interesting stuff in the music of that game. And
yes.
My wife is writing a dissertation, she's doing her dissertation on video game music. I told her about it, and now there's a little paragraph at least about it in the game in her paper.
Mm.
All thanks to you.
The soundtrack is amazing. All the lyrics are in this made-up language that's a mix of Japanese, Gaelic, which is Irish, English, French, all sorts of different languages all mixed together. And so many of the tracks can be heard as 4/4 and as a waltz. You can hear them as either. It's amazing. Such a good soundtrack.
What about you, Jetty? Death Row game.
How about Passage? I'll play all 5 minutes for the next 12 hours. Do you remember Passage?
I think I remember
Dude.
we talked about it a long time ago.
Yes.
I reviewed Passage.
Did you?
Oh, there you go.
I reviewed the Jason Rowe collection on
That's
DSiWare,
right.
Oh,
which had Passage and his other game, Gravitation, on it.
yeah, I liked Gravitation.
Gravitation was a lot more fun as a game, with something you could actually do in it,
Then
But,
Passage?
than Passage, which was just hold right.
Yeah.
Have you seen, it's a parody online, Passage in 10 Seconds?
No.
It's amazing. It's this really badly, hand-drawn version of Passage, and you hold right, and then the characters just fall over and die, and then it cuts to a guy with a monocle sitting in a row of chairs with a load of other people. The monocle falls off his face, and he's just, this is art. It just had me in hysterics. I have to try and find it now.
Nice.
Ba-dum-bum.
It's so brilliant.
Death Row escaped the game.
Death? Yeah.
Mine.
The guard's like, I wonder what that means.
It sounds like a good game.
Well,
Yes. So can we survive? I mean, am I ever turning into a robot?
You have not turned into a robot yet.
I think you're okay.
I don't know. It just seems weird that everybody else is turning into a robot except for me. I think I'm missing out.
It's not as great as you think. You lose all sensations of touch, except for ice cream. You can feel ice cream. You can't taste ice cream, but you can feel ice cream.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's weird. All right, I've got 3, and I guess they're all depending on the mood I'm in. If I'm kind of feeling like I want to reflect on the nature of life and death and stuff like that, I'm going to go with Bastion. I know it's fairly recent, but I really, really love Bastion. And again, beautiful music, great themes, like it a lot, and you can beat it in 12 hours. If I just kind of want to have like a pure fun experience over the next 12 hours, Super Mario World. That's
a good choice.
That's such a
you should
great
go
game.
with Super Mario All Stars.
That's not a bad choice either. And then I haven't really picked a game yet for this, but it's basically a terrible game that would make me look forward to death. Lifeline might be up there. I'm trying to think of some other just really horrible games I play.
Darkened Sky.
Darkened Sky is a good one, yeah. After being sold Skittles to for 10 or 11 hours, yeah, I'd probably want to off myself.
People in the chat room are suggesting Farmville and Two Worlds 2. Wait, Two Worlds 2 is that the good one? I thought that was the good one.
E.T.
Yeah, it's E.T. Oh, I own a copy of that now.
I do too. I've owned it since it came out.
Mike, are you doing the bad games table at
I'm gonna try. I want to have a. So for those who don't know, I help out with MagFest, and me and a friend of mine are in charge of the game room, and this year, and I want to have a table just of terrible, terrible games.
Yes.
Oh! I know. I'll play Superman 64 for 12 hours, and then I will welcome the sweet embrace of death.
I like how this topic morphed into what games would make you want to die.
It's not a bad topic, though.
Yes.
No, that's actually a good one. I like that. I think we can explore this a little further.
I was going to say we could dedicate another podcast to this.
Yeah.
Paul, what games make you want to die?
Oh, man. See, the problem is when I play a bad game, or when I play a game I don't like, I usually know within 10 minutes. And then I just stop playing before I get to the point where...
Think back to when you were a kid, and, you really didn't have any choice in the matter.
64. That game haunts my nightmares to this day. And, I've probably talked about this before, but it's not even necessarily because the worst game in the world.
That game.
No, I have a great reason for holding a personal grudge in this game.
Because it was the only RPG on the 64 for 3 years.
Because I sold half of my Super Nintendo collection to buy Quest 64.
Yikes.
Oh! Yeah, that'll do it.
That's including Mario All-Stars. That's including Mario Kart. I think even Turtles in Time. Yeah.
Wow.
All the games that I had beaten to that point. And I think I just kept the ones I hadn't beaten. So I was stuck with, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest and I believe
Hey,
Paper Zone.
hey! Do not knock Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I love that game. That was
So,
my first
I
Final
think-
Fantasy, and I still think it's great.
Yikes. It
I
did have
think
some
if I
good
were
music.
on death row and I was presented with a copy of Quest 64, like, I would try to carve it into a shank right there.
You'll fight your way out of the prison.
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, Quest 64. Yeah. I mean, I had some good times with it, but, it's like saying I had good times with a rock and a stick because I didn't have any toys.
So, I hate to cut things short, but, do we want to do some wrapping up? Being that this is the last hour?
Wait, do some rapping.
We still have a solid 13 minutes.
Here, do I need to lay down a fat beat? No?
It's GameCola, and we're here to say we like to play video games every day.
Wow, that was pretty good. Doing some
That's brilliant.
freestyle.
Keep going.
Freestyling
Don't stop there.
styles of
Oh, that's about
That's
it.
it.
Michael
That's all we
Ridgaway.
can do. Yeah. Do what now?
You don't need me to do a rap?
We do. We need Matt Jonas to freestyle rap right now about GameCola.
Yes.
They're British rappers?
Unknown from
Hey, you-
me from Sonic Adventure 2. Mr. Sax, dude, you have good taste. Let me see if I can remember that.
Okay.
I might have to Google up the lyrics
Thanks.
again.
Yeah. Michael, you weren't here for the past hour, but Matt, it was requested of the podcasters that they sing a few songs, and Matt Jonas belted out a really impressive version of I think it was a song from High School Musical 3. Like,
Scream from High
he
School
sung
Musical
that
3.
song like he could actually sing. It was really impressive.
Yes.
I didn't
Yes,
realize
but
I could
saying, an impressive version of a song from High School Musical 3, you're saying an impressive pile of crap. So, it's just like, wow.
I bet you couldn't have sung it that well.
Actually,
Oh, do we need to have a sing-off?
I have a lovely voice, and Vanjie can put you all to shame because she's she's actually a classically trained opera singer. Did you know? Okay, this is a really fun story. Vanjie, maybe I posted this on GameCola. Vanjie actually, we met what's her name? Ella McClain, voice of GLaDOS at MagFest, and Vanjie actually sang for her.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a video online, and she invited us to come see her and her husband, John Patrick Lowry, who is the sniper from Team Fortress 2, and among other things. And no, she actually she encouraged Vanjie to get back into singing and helped her find a singing teacher here in Baltimore. So
Wow.
yeah, it's a nice little story. Vanjie actually does a lovely rendition of the what's the name of the song, dear, from Valkyria Chronicles? I guess Rosie's song from Valkyria Chronicles. So Vanjie would like to point out that I like to talk her up. So anyway, that's a fun little story, I thought.
So Matt, did you want to entertain us with a rap?
Well, you see, I don't actually know the version from SA2, so I'm waiting for whichever. Okay, there we go. There's my confirmation. I'll just get the lyrics up for the SA1 version.
Do the Pokemon rap.
No, I'm not doing the Pokemon rap.
I'll do the Pokemon rap.
And Minky.
I am not
There we
going to
go.
do the
Oh,
Pokemon rap.
Matt Jonas is going to do the SA1 rap.
For the rap from Sonic Adventure 1. Okay. Yeah, sure.
No,
Here
Matt,
I
you're
come.
going to do the
Rougher
SA1
than-
rap.
Oh, you
Sorry.
just interrupted me, bro.
I was trying really hard to set up a rap off, you guys.
You're killing my flow. This is Knuckles here. You let Knuckles rap.
I'm done talking.
Okay, bro. Chill. Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails. It ain't hard to tell. I break them down whether they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, independence is my first breath. First test, feel the right, then the worst left. Born on an island in the heavens, the blood of my ancestors. And that's all you get.
Wow.
Thank you, Matt.
Did he say, my name is Knuckles, unlike Sonic, I don't shuckle?
Yes, those are the lyrics.
What? I know shuckle is a Pokemon. I know
No,
shuck
chuckle.
is a verb.
I don't
Chuckle.
chuckle in laugh.
Chuckle, okay.
Yeah, chuckle. Duh.
There's
Right now,
a really
Mike Ridgaway,
huge-
can we hear the Pokemon rap from you, Mike?
Alright, let me see if I can remember this tune. I want to be the best there ever was, to beat all the rest, yeah, that's my cause. Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seekong, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree! Catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon! I'll search across the land, look far and wide, release from my hand the power that's inside. Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidoran, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch'd, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Rhydon, Clefable, Wigglytuff, catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon! Zubat, Primeape, Meowth, Onix, Geodude, Rapidash, Magneton, Snorlax, Gengar, Tangela, Goldeen, Spearow, Weezing, Seal, Gyarados, Slowbro! Gotta catch 'em all, yeah! Gotta catch 'em all, yeah! Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon! Ow! Kabuto, Persian, Paras, Horsey, Eradicate, Magnemite, Kadabra, Belditto, Cloyster, Caterpie, Sandshrew, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Golem, Pikachu! At least 150 or more to see, to be a Pokemon.
Destiny.
Alexander,
Oh, he's breaking up. No.
Electabuzz, Flareon, Blastoise, Poliwhirl, Oddish, Drowsy, Rhyhorn, Queen, Bellsprout, Stop! Woo! Do I keep going? Because it's only halfway point. That's enough.
Yikes.
Yeah. I mean, I look at the lyrics, but...
I'm doing all the hard work. Isn't that like a lyric in that rap?
Yikes.
Yeah, no, I remember that part very well.
It's such a good rap. And you did it really well.
Yes.
It kind of makes me sad now I didn't finish the rap from SA1.
Yikes. I just wish that the call quality was a little better on this one, because that was pretty epic.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic.
Epic rap battles of GameCola.
And I think that is a good way to close our 10-hour podcast.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I mean, again, you have to say that was a pretty good way to end it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
yeah.
not going to argue with that. A wrap-off is the only way we could have ended this podcast.
Yes. So,
And I'm going to say, I'm not going to try to figure out who the winner was. I'm going to say you're both winners for doing that.
Oh, thank you.
yes.
Yo, thanks, G.
Oh, man. So I guess...
So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone who was involved in this hour and involved in the podcast, and thank you, everyone who was listening or in the chat.
Yeah, really. Thank you guys so much for listening to this. Like, some of you guys have been here since the first hour, since the first couple hours. You guys are incredible for listening for this long.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you to everyone who has been reading GameCola for
10
years, or at least for the 5 years that I've been there. I mean, really, before I got I don't care about that time.
Or really, even for the past, 10 minutes, if you just started reading the website. We love you equally.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, isn't that kind of cheating the people who have been listening all along?
All right, well, to be fair, I mean, I didn't want to say this, but I do love people who've been reading for longer than that, much better than I.
Yeah. Although, if you were reading and stopped before I got there, well, then you can just go screw.
That's okay. Those people are probably not listening to the podcast right now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, they can just go double screw. So.
But
yes. Really, I just want to once again thank you so much to everyone who's listening to this right now, either in the chat room or recorded later. You guys are awesome.
Yes. Seeing all the support that we get is pretty cool. That we've been doing this for so long, and actually before the podcast came around, it was sort of difficult to tell if anyone was reading anything we did. But now we've had at one point 17 people in the chat room, so at least we have 17 real fans out there. Yes. So, but I guess that sort of wraps everything up.
That just made it a little depressing again.
But yes, I think that's wrapping everything up. So thank you, everyone. I guess it's time to go.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Well, bye, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Yes. Bye.
Thank you very much.